the NFL on EA Sports. And all eyes are on Jameson Williams. He's danced around coverages all year to the tune of 1,400 receiving yards so far. It's the 49ers and the Rams, just ahead on EA Sports.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 54 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This is when good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Lance now on third and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jameson Williams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And some room to roam now. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 32-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Going right back to Akers. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Akers is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal?
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. And even 70 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. And Lance now to throw. Touchdown, 49ers. Jamison Williams with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Niners have taken the lead. The extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jamison Williams doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Baker Mayfield going to lead his offense back out there. And his struggles, they're continuing. He had 3 interceptions in last week's ball game. 2 more already here before halftime. as they take over with a first down. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 68 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A give up the middle to Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Mayfield. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield will check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the 49ers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Jameson Williams. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that would turn into a long touchdown.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Look at the juke. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll give this to Akers running right. Room here to run. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for L.A. Give him 42 yards on the ground. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run here with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Santos with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. This will be fielded inside the 5. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Let's go. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And Lance going to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And Lance will try again on 2nd down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They coming off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, a 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield down. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Mayfield. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw, Mayfield. That's out to the flat for Akers. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Mayfield to throw it. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown 49ers. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up a throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. A rough couple of weeks sacks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now Lance, and only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in the route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Takes it at the 7. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
From the 6. Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who's just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to him.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Lance again here on 2nd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jameson Williams out onto the field as these guys take over on offense. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you...
Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Following the interception, Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in 1 play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing now is Lance. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Again, it's Lance. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
But they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coach is preaching all the time.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DJ Chark from 4 yards out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point by Nagar is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 2, Mayfield. That'll be caught by Kupp. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's got some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Rams get a bit closer. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a play fake. Lance. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
Lance and company going on 4th down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
The defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down. We all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Off of play action, here's Lance. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Right back to Mitchell here. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run over center with Mitchell. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Niners add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Nagar is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on 2nd and 16. Mayfield. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers. 81 yards. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another run with Mitchell. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Open man right side is Shark. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. On play action, Lance. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Flushed out right, and he rifles one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken way up at the 25. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the 49ers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data, staying in